Guys, Billy Epphart here, and so glad you tuned into another vlog. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the seven mountains and how you or I may fit into that. Seven mountains is it's more of a illustration of the cultures or the pillars of society, and it really gives a clearer understanding, I think, to helping all of us individually understand where we fit into God's plan and God's purpose for our life. So behind me here on a little whiteboard, I've got the seven mountains drawn, and you can see them over here on the right. At the top, actually, we have business and government, not necessarily because they're more important, but we have those. And then if you go over to the left, we have religion. We call it religion on purpose, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then I think we have family, we have education, we have media and the arts. And so the real idea is for all of us, regardless of your age, if you're younger watching this, it's real important for you to know about how God is leading you in your will, because in His will for your life. Because a lot of people, especially young people, think that the only thing they can ever do is just go to ministry if they're called to God. But the truth is, God has a place for us in all of the seven mountains, each one of us individually. So one of the things is, I started out in the religion mountain in my life, and later God took me into the business mountain, and now I have the privilege of really working in both mountains. And so it's a real honor and privilege. So if you understand the mountains are simply, as I said a moment earlier, they're like the pillars of society, are what we call in this case the mountains of society. And regarding the mountains, it's kind of where you fit. In other words, are you really called to the arts or media mountain, or are you called in your life to the business mountain? And so it allows you to find the expression of what God has for you. But if you notice on the diagram up here, we have church in blue at the very top, because it's God's will and purpose that the church permeate all of society in all mountains. That means we would have strong Christians in the government mountain, strong Christians, of course, in the education mountain. And so to find the will of God in your life, it's really about which mountain you feel called to. And typically speaking, God's real expression of His purpose for your life will be found in one or two mountains, the two mountains combined, which is what I'm doing now. You'll find usually that really accurate expression of your gifts and your calling and your purpose would be more in at least two of those mountains, typically speaking. You'll find expression usually. But we put the church on top because the church is to be in all the mountains. And the reason I say that to you is that many people just hide inside the religion mountain. Now let me give you a couple things. First of all, we call them mountains because mountain has a bottom or a base. And then you've heard of mountain climbing. So what we teach and we believe is the will of God for your life is that you learn to climb your mountain. In other words, whatever mountain God's called you into, to climb to the top of that mountain. So I started in religion, took on business, and now I do a lot also in a third mountain in education, where I'm teaching and training in the areas both through wealth builders that we have here. So just to kind of help you today in this quick vlog, kind of find the will of God for your life and your expression, is usually you'll find your full expression in at least two of the mountains, or a combination of those mountains. In some cases, if you look at the whole totality of your life, you may find yourself really expressing yourself in three or four. I've found a full expression in the beginning in religion, then I went to business, and then God took me from there into education. So the idea is that though we climb to the top of the mountain God called us to, Daniel chapter 6 and verse 3, the Bible says that Daniel had a more excellent spirit about him or with him, a more excellent spirit. And that word, when you look at the word excellent, it literally means, the Hebrew of that is yatir, and that means to come to the top of a mountain. So really, when we operate in excellence in the mountain we're called to, we'll be able to climb to the top. So this is Billy Epphart. I want to remind you that we have Wealth Builders 2019 in Denver. It's February the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And the early bird pricing right now is $159. And we have sold tickets the fastest we've ever sold them, but we still have room left. And so you can go to BillyEpphart.com and register there. And we have early bird registration, $159, and we look forward to seeing you. Remember, February the 22nd through the 23rd. It's in Denver, Colorado. You can get the information on our website, BillyEpplehart.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.